Hey guys, I'm back for another monthly meetup. For those of you who don't really know yet what the monthly meetup is all about, we are constantly having new promotions, new incentives, new crew outings, things that we need to communicate to you guys about. And we got bulletins around the restaurant that we know you guys don't read very well. So we're starting something new. We're trying this monthly meetup. And so this is a video about all the things that you need to know about our restaurant. For those of you who hang around to the end of this video, I'm doing a little competition for McBucks. Basically, this morning I walked into the restaurant before I was supposed to work, and I stole Ronald. That's right, I plucked him right off the top of the bakery case, and I left with him, and I didn't even say what I was doing. It was a bit like a kidnapping, really. It was very exciting. Anyway, I took Ronald on a little excursion, a field trip, if you will, and yeah, so we had a little trip. We visited some places in town, some notable places. And I'd like to make this a bit of a recurring thing, guys, that I'm going to call Where's Ronald? And for those of you who make it to the end of the video and you see the little video of Ronald, he is in a notable place around the town of Napanee. And for the first 10 people who come and see me and let me know where it is that they know that Ronald was on our little field trip, I will be giving 50 McBucks, guys. That's a lot of McBucks. I've only been handed out 20s, so 50 McBucks could help make you next month's winner in the McBucks Grand Prize competition that you need to talk to Kevin about before the end of February. If you think you've got the most McBucks for February, go and talk to Kevin by the end of the month. He'll stack you up against everybody else, and there are some grand prizes still waiting to be claimed. Awesome, guys. Where's Ronald? Check it out. It's at the end. New products, guys. First things first, new products. We got lots of new products coming up. Some of them returning, some of them new, and they are all exciting. Our first one is the Shamrock Shake. It is a mint-flavored green milkshake. It's super delicious. We've had it before. People love it. It'll sell easily. Just mention to people that we have it, and they'll be excited to get it. Our next returning product is, of course, the Cadbury Cream Egg McFlurry. It gets little chocolate pieces, and it gets a little squirt of Cadbury Cream Egg syrup, and it's super delicious. We've had it before. People have been asking for it for 2 weeks. It's an easy upsell too, guys. Just let people know we have it again, and they'll be excited to buy it from you. New products, guys. Real new products, okay? So we got a chocolate hazelnut, not Nutella, croissant starting today as well on the 20th. So if you haven't seen that already, check it out. It's super delicious. Buy one, get one, so that you know it's delicious, so you can upsell it to our customers. So we actually have a new Angus launching. It's called the Montreal Steak Spice Angus, and it sounds really good, guys. Check that out when it comes up. It's coming out in first week of March. Couple of procedure things I want to talk to you guys about. So I, here in my new role as guest experience manager, have the pleasure of going over our customer feedback, which is actually a really cool thing, guys. We get so much positive feedback. It's really encouraging on the day-to-day basis. You guys are doing a great job in a lot of ways, but there are a few ways that we can sort of shore up our procedures to help make customer experience a little bit better. The first way is to do it with front counter, and it's regarding something that I'm going to call coffee orphans. Coffee orphans are those orders that only contain coffee that runners seem to like to print the slips off for and then just go and leave them on the coffee table as though the coffee person has time to run them out when they finish them. This is Dollar Coffee, guys, so that coffee person is buried. We cannot afford to let those coffee orphans sit on that table, done, completed, ready to go out, and nobody be taking them out. So, runners, you are responsible for your coffee orphans, okay? If you take slips over there, make sure you get the slips out. It's as simple as that. It is not the coffee person's responsibility we've had a lot of feedback on this actually, guys, and people waiting 4 or 5 minutes for a coffee because, you know, the runner prints off all these slips and then takes them over to the table and then comes back to the running spot and starts doing food orders again and forgets about those coffee orphans. We cannot leave these orders behind. We got to get them out. They're small, they're simple, they're fast. If your coffee person stays on task, you're going to have the coffee in no time. And yeah, let's make some customers happy. All right? Easy peasy. Next procedure that I want to talk about that some people are struggling with a little bit, and new people, you know, obviously it takes a while to get everything. On some EVMs, on some meals, it is difficult to change the side. So most of the time, you know, for breakfast it's a single hash brown. Most of the time for lunch it's a medium fry. But if you want to change the side on, let's say, wraps, or let's say bagels, or let's say seriously chicken, everything that you basically have to, you know, select the kind of chicken or select the kind of bagel, changing the side is not very easy. But it is in fact easy. It's just, you just have to do it a little bit different. So what you have to do, if you have rung in a jalapeno guacamole burger, crispy, you know, and you've already imported that they want a Diet Coke, but they want to change to a side garden, it's easy, guys. All you have to do is along the right-hand side of the screen, right about here on your tills, there's a clear choice button, okay? You're going to hit that gray button that says clear choice. And then a little screen's going to come up and it's going to ask you which of those choices you want to knock out. And you're going to select the medium fry and you're going to hit OK. And then along the top of the bar, okay, it's then going to ask you what you want to input on the side. There's going to be like a button. There's going to be the sandwich, and then there's going to be the side, and then there's going to be the drink, right? And if you hit the sandwich, you can change stuff with the sandwich. If you hit the drink, you can take the ice out of it over here. But the side, if you hit side, it's going to want you to select what side you want. And from there, you can change it to a side salad, to hash browns, to large fries, to whatever you want. Okay, so this is how you change the sides for all the signature McWraps, all the bagel sandwich orders, and all the seriously chicken. Okay, guys? So clear choice, select side, and then just pick your side. It's easy. You won't have any trouble with it now that you know how to do it. It's a little bit of an extra step, but I promise in no time you'll be doing it just fine. The cookie incentive, guys. So admittedly, we stole this idea from another market. But we are all about, and we've discussed this before, making money here, right, guys? It's how this wheel goes around. We make money, we can employ you, everybody's happy. So the easiest way for us to make money is to take the orders we have and to try to make them just a little bit bigger. And cookies are cheap. Cookies, you can get 2 for $1. So we're doing this thing where we're asking everybody, would you like to buy 2 cookies for $1? I would even recommend mentioning what kind of cookie. Paint them a picture, guys. Tell them, you know, would you like to buy 2 delicious chocolate chip cookies for only $1? You're thinking about chocolate chip cookies right now, and maybe you don't like chocolate chip cookies. You can advertise the oatmeal raisin all you want. Paint them a picture of our delicious cookies, which, by the way, are delicious. And you'll have no trouble upselling cookies to all of your customers. Thanks, guys. The Zoom board, guys. A lot of you will have seen these 2 new screens that we have just tucked behind the menu boards over near the drive-thru. These are called our Zoom boards. They are a way that we can better understand our own drive-thru and how our drive-thru stacks up against other restaurants. And let me tell you guys, I'm really excited about the Zoom board. I have never seen our drive-thru teams so pulled together, because suddenly we're not arguing with the kitchen over sandwiches. We're not fighting with, you know, window for who gets the next fry. Well, we do that sometimes still, but that's besides the point. But now we're fighting Belleville, and we're fighting Trenton, and we're fighting Brighton to be the best drive-thru, guys. And we are the best drive-thru. I know it doesn't show every hour, but let's be honest. We do hundreds of cars more than each of those drive-thrus. And the Zoom board just supports us, right? And it lets us know that. And it shows us how much better we are. But we got to keep on top of it, guys. We got to use it as the tool that it is to make us better, okay? And just pay attention to it. If those presenter times are above 15 seconds a lot, like if your average is 30, 40 seconds on the presenter, we got to start pulling cars. Cars are sitting there too long. Pull more orders. More cars pulled equals more cars through the drive-thru equals more orders completed, which is more money. We've already talked about that, guys. It's an important part of how this business works, right? The more cars we get through, the more we can afford to pay you. So, Zoom boards, productivity, drive-thru, let's get it going. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today on the monthly meetup. Again, if you have any comments, just put them down there below. If you have any comments or suggestions, I would love to hear them. Where's Ronald? I hope is just the first of many new additions to the show. Yeah, and I'll see you again on the next monthly meetup. Bye.